How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Steins Gate. So a lot went down in the previous episode. Okabe went on his final date with Lukako as a part of their deal, but things didn't turn out that well. She didn't have a good time, he knew that she didn't have a good time, and their farewell wasn't that great. She was crying the entire time, she was obviously upset, and even so Okabe got what he wanted, the pager number, he wasn't satisfied. He felt guilty, or just upset with how upset Lukako was. So he time leaped back and did things as he said his way, and the day turned out well. They just went full chuuni and had a good time. But now we're at this part. She's upset, but I guess in a good way? No, that doesn't make any sense. She's upset for something else. The fact that she's going to lose Okabe, and she's going to lose her memories, become a boy, and all this other stuff. It's unfortunate. And now we're left with the choice of whether or not we send the D-mail, or we come up with some other thing. So, crack open your Dr. Peppers, everyone. And let's begin what I believe will be the last bit of Lukako's story here. Also, this isn't Dr. Pepper. This is Pepsi. I'm sorry I've betrayed you guys. But yeah, let's jump into it. It's like 1 in the morning. That's why I'm drinking this. I'm so tired, but I wanted to read through this. All right, so we're actually not going to send the email. We're just going to go through it. With just one call to the phone wave name subject to change, I can send a message to Luka's mother's pager. If I make the call, I've already trampled on Suzuha and Fedis' memories. I turned a blind eye to their suffering, all the while telling myself it was to save Mayuri. I justified it by telling myself I would carry their burdens, but that was just a convenient excuse. I fall to my knees, unable to stand. The only way to save Mayuri is to send this D-mail. There's no alternative. Even so, I don't have the right to erase Lukako's entire life as a girl. I can't do such an arrogant thing. More than anything, I don't want to lose the Lukako beside me right now. Mayuri can't be saved. Mayuri's death is fate. No matter how many world lines I cross, convergence will occur. Mayuri will die, no matter what. I'm tired of it all. Mayuri, I'm sorry. My ego wasn't strong enough to sacrifice everything for your sake. Wow, so we're just giving up, huh? God damn. The first day of Kamima has ended. A few otaku warriors lingered to check their spoils before beginning the Odyssey home. Otherwise, Ariake is silent and still, as if the crowd Lukako and I saw this afternoon was a lie. Kamima runs for 3 days straight, but it already feels like the end of the festival. Of course, this silence is just for tonight. Tomorrow people will come to fill the spacious promenade once again, whatever that word is. My hand clutches at my chest. Mayuri will die in less than an hour. I'm not ready. Even so, I want to be with her in her final moments. I won't let her leave this world alone. That's why I came here right after leaving the shrine. She should still be in Ariake somewhere. I contacted both Mayuri and Daru by mail. If they're still in Ariake, they should be here any minute now. My phone rings. Speak of the devil. Lukako? Is this really okay?
Lukako.
She doesn't have to say it. I know exactly what she means. There's only one thing I can say. This was my choice. You don't have to worry about a thing. Damn, dude. I know that mail won't be enough to stop Lukako from blaming herself. But I have to send it all the same, if only to strengthen my own resolve. Memories from this morning rise a bit unbidden. Mayuri stopped by the lab on the way to Kamima. I was dozing on the couch. Flashback time, I suppose. Suddenly, the darkness was burned away by light. Squinting against the fluorescent radiance, I raised my head to see who had entered. Mayuri was there, tugging a suitcase. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get a drink. I'm actually just really thirsty. I'd been up all night trying to solve the problem of my last date with Lukako. She took a sandwich and some potato salad from her convenience store bag.
Lukakoにメールしたのか?
The day before, Lukako burst into tears barely 5 minutes after we met up. Then we parted ways. That's why I couldn't give Mayuri an answer. It was Mayuri's last day alive, and also Lukako's last day together with me. I asked myself, could I really let it end with both of them sad? Let it end? What right did I have to decide when it ends? My arrogance made me want to vomit. And then, as if to rely on Mayuri, I began to tell her my new plan.
Lukako 連れて行ってもいいか?
Mayuri smiled happily, took some milk out of the refrigerator to wash down the sandwich, and began to enjoy her breakfast.
Lukako にコスプレをしてもらう件はどうなった?
結局ね、説得はできなかったよ。嫌がってるのに無理やり着せたりしてね、トラウマになっちゃったら良くないもん。
So basically she gave up.
でもね、 ルカちゃんにコミマに来てもらうっていうのはいいアイデアかも。そこで雰囲気を見てもらったらルカちゃんもやってみようかなって思うようになるかな。そしたら次の冬のコミマでいいからコスプレしてくれないかな。
どうだろうな。
そうなってくれるといいな。ねえねえ、本当に今日ルカちゃんを連れてきてくれる？
ああ。
Though we ended up not in the second go around.
作ったコス見に来てくれる？
そういうことになる。
そっか、本当に2人に来てもらえるならね、とっても嬉しいよ。
And I guess that explains why she was really upset. Well, in our second go around, we didn't actually go to Kamima. Mayuri packed her costumes into the suitcase.
じゃあもう行かなきゃ。絶対来てね。ずっと待ってるからね。今日だけじゃなくて明日も来たいって思うように頑張って案内するから。
I could hear my teeth grinding. I knew that whether Mayuri would get to see tomorrow depended entirely on my actions. If this day had gone as planned, my status as Lukako's temporary boyfriend would have come to a close. Lukako would have gone back to being a guy. Mayuri would survive the night. She would go to Kamima tomorrow without a care in the world.
オカリどうかした？
Mayuri looked at me quizzically. She's always been sensitive to changes in my demeanor. So I put on a smile and responded as Hoin Kyoma.
問題ない。世界を支配する機関といかに対決するかについて少し思いを馳せていただけだ。昼間、有明で会おう。
待ってるね。
Mayuri didn't leave right away. She just stood there in front of the door, looking at me.
マユシーだったらいつでも何でも相談に乗るからね。
マユリ。
じゃあ行ってきまーす。
Mayuri cheerfully flew out the door, suitcase in hand, like the white rabbit in Wonderland. The sound of her footsteps gradually faded away. Now alone, I took a deep breath. The time limit was 13 hours after that point in time. In those 13 hours, I was to return Lukako to manhood. I thought I had to change her back. But now...
オカリ
A voice calls me back to the present. There's Mayuri, dragging her suitcase. Daru isn't with her. She's probably upset. After all, I completely stood her up on the promise we made this morning.
来てくれたんだ。でもちょっと遅いよ。
Huh, you don't say.
マユシーはずっと待ってたのにすごく寂しかったのです。
すまない。
Damn, trying to guilt trip me, man. Don't do that. I can't look Mayuri in the eye. As Mayuri was waiting in vain, I was making the worst possible decision for her. I chose to not turn Lukako back. I chose to not save Mayuri. No, let's not beat around the bush. I chose to let her die. It's not that I don't want to save her, I do. But I can't bring myself to make the necessary sacrifice.
ルカちゃんは
来ていない。
また泣かせちゃったの？
いや。
My thoughts are a jumble. Her every word seems an accusation. Of course, I know that's not her intent. Even if she knew what I had done, this innocent childhood friend of mine doesn't have a bitter bone in her body. It's my guilty conscience, changing Mayuri's words into swords stabbing straight through the heart. But even so, I can no longer change the past. I don't want to change it. So I have no other choice. No other choice but to accept the death this world so desires. If I were a normal man, I would have had to accept Mayuri's death whether I liked it or not. I wouldn't have been able to try to avert it. But by chance, I acquired the power of a god. It allowed me to try again and again. If anything, I should be grateful for the opportunity I was given. I can't let Mayuri sense my unease. She can always tell when there's something bothering me. Excuse me there. 10 minutes left. I want her to spend them happy and carefree. That's the very least I can do for her. So I put on the mask of Hoenn Kyoma, just as I did for Lukako.
案ずるなマユリ。俺とルカ子は至って順調。あの秋葉原の先森たる巫女とは強い縁で結ばれているのだ。そう、俺とルカ子は離れたくも離れられない運命なのだよ。そして今日、この俺の IQ170 を誇る灰色の脳細胞を持ってルカ子に笑顔を蘇らせた。あいつは言った。俺と一緒に修行ができて楽しかったとな。
As soon as those words leave my lips, I realize my mistake. That makes it sound like I broke my promise to Mayuri just so I could give Lukako a fun time, doesn't it? Well, I suppose that is what happened. But Mayuri didn't need to know that.
本当？よかった。
But Mayuri, innocent as she is, just gives me a happy relief smile.
じゃあ、オカリンとルカちゃんは別れたりすることもないんだね。
ああ、別れない。
Actually, our temporary relationship has already ended. That was our agreement. But I don't think I need to tell Mayuri that.
そっか。これでマユシーは安心してコミマに集中できるよ。
マユリは明日も参加するのか？
そうだよ。3日連続なの。
I shouldn't have asked. I fight the urge to check my phone. Last time I checked, it was about 7 p.m. I don't have the guts to check again. I don't want to watch the seconds tick down to Mayuri's death.
ダル君遅いね。さっき電話したらまだ近くにいるって言ってたよ。
別に置いていってもいいんだがな。
もうちょっと待ってみようよ。
If that's what Mayuri wants, then I won't deny her. Besides, I don't want Mayuri's last moments to be on a crowded train or bus, but rather somewhere she can see the stars. Not that I have any right to choose her place of death.
ねえねえ、なんとかしてルカちゃんにコスプレしてもらえないかな。どうやって説得すればいいんだろうね。
Mayuri's mood is completely healed. Why is she so happy? Did she hear something pleasing somewhere in this conversation? Guys, I'm getting nervous. Was it knowing that things are going well between me and Lukako? Or was it that I kept my promise to come here after all? I don't know. But seeing Mayuri's happy smile makes my heart ache.
ルカちゃんがキラリちゃんのコスプレしたらね、絶対似合うと思うんだ。ルカちゃんってね、マユシーがドキドキしちゃうくらい可愛いもん。世界中の人たちにね、ルカちゃんの可愛さを知ってもらいたいってオカリンも思うよね。あ、それともルカちゃんは自分だけのものって思ってるのかな。でもね、独り占めはダメだよ。マユシーだってルカちゃんにキュンキュンしたいよ。
What the fuck does that mean?
別にマユリの好きにしたらいい。ルカ子は俺のものじゃないんだから。
よかった。それにね、ルカちゃんにコスプレしてもらいたい理由はもう一つあるんだよ。
Mighty's awfully obsessed with Lukako today. Come to think of it, Mighty has done nothing but talk about Lukako for these past 4 days, ever since Lukako and I started dating.
ルカちゃんって普段おとなしいでしょ。あんまり自分の意見も言おうとしないし、コスプレするとね、普段の自分とは別の自分になれるんだよ。だからね、最初は恥ずかしいかもしれないけど、ルカちゃんも一度やればきっと新しいルカちゃんを見つけられると思うんだ。そしたらね、今より積極的な性格になってね、もしかするとオカリンをお尻に敷いちゃうかもしれないよ。
You know, my friends and I wanted to cosplay as gorillas, or at least reenact the whole Harambe thing a couple years back. I don't remember what event we were going to go to, but one of my friends was going to dress up as a gorilla. I was going to dress up as a little boy, and I can't remember what the other costume ideas were for my other friends, but that would have been interesting. I'm sure we would have had personality changes. I mean, come on, if you're dressed up as a gorilla, like, of course you'd have a different personality. She really does care for Lukako. And yet I know that all of her hopes and dreams are in vain. Suddenly, Mayuri falls silent. She looks up and raises one hand high above her head, as if to catch the stars twinkling in the night sky. Stardust handshake.
星は見えるか?
You can see the stars more clearly in Ariake than Akiba. If only the stars would answer her call. If only she could melt into their embrace. What salvation that would be. In the past, when she has reached for the sky, I have always pulled her back down to earth, as if to keep her from floating away. But today I don't dare. What does Mayuri think about when she reaches for the starry sky? I've never asked her. Perhaps now is the time.
なあ、マユリ。
Oh no.
おーい、オカリン、マユシ。
Oh, okay, it's just Daru. Daru runs up to us calling our names.
ああ、ダルくん、遅いよ。
あ、悪い悪い。いやー、戦利品の確認に手間取ったでござる。
Daru's backpack is filled to the brim. He's also carrying 5 paper bags illustrated with moe drawings. Such zeal.
じゃあ、帰ろっか。
Mayuri gets up to lead the way, and we start heading towards the train station. The direct shuttle bus to Akiba has already ended its service.
今日も暑くて死ぬかと思ったっつーの。コスプレ会場はどうだったん？
風が気持ちよかったよ。
まあ、マユシは自分でコスプレするわけじゃないしな。つーか、オカリンいつ来たん？なんか買った？
いや。
おやおや、なんか暗くね？彼女持ちのリア充のくせに。なぜにそんな顔してやがりますか?
I knew he was gonna bring up the whole normal shit. The whole normie deal.
オカリン？どうかし...
It's... I was waiting for her voice to be cut off, because then I knew something was gonna happen. There's no music, my phone is gone in the top left. Here we go. Mayuri's voice is abruptly cut short. Her suitcase falls to the ground with a thud. It's time. Mayuri presses her hand to the center of her... She's having a heart attack? Her face contorts in pain. I see it happen in slow motion, frame by frame. Slowly, slowly, she starts to fall. It's so sudden. So sudden. and so I fail to catch her in time. Alright. I was wondering what was going on there. Excuse me. Mighty falls to the ground motionless.
Mayushi?
I can't move. I can't breathe. Strangely, I feel no sorrow. All I feel is guilt. I knew this would happen. I could have prevented it. The one who killed Mayuri is me.
Mayushi! どうしたんだよ!
Daru tosses his bags away and runs to Mayuri's side. He lifts her up and slaps her cheeks a bit. I keep watching, as if I were merely a bystander.
息してない。え、何これ？なんだよこれ。オカリン、マユシがなんか変だよ。
死んだんだ。
What could be the cause? A heart attack? She wasn't killed this time. That's a relief. At least Mayuri died in one piece.
死んだって。そんな嘘だろ。だって今の今まで普通に話してたし。
Well, I guess this proves that no matter what you do, no matter what, she's gonna die. She's not gonna be killed. She's going to die. Meaning, yeah, she could be killed, one way or another, by someone or something. But she could also just straight up die. That's upsetting. Because I was thinking in my head, like, okay, what if you just, like, clear away from everyone, everything. Make sure nothing comes around. I feel like something would still somehow come around. Or someone, but no, it looks like a heart attack would just happen.
Oi! Mayushi! 起きろよ! ドッキリか? ドッキリだろ? 僕を騙してどうしようってんだよ!
誰?
I put my hand on Daru's shoulder to calm him down.
マユリは死んだ。
Daru turns pale. His lips tremble as he looks at Mayuri's face in disbelief.
救急車を呼ぼう。
なんでこんな。つうか、お前なんでそんな平然とした顔してんだよ。死んだんだぞ。もう帰ってこないんだぞ。分かってんのか、オカリン。
分かってる。
分かってるじゃなくてさ、マユシが息をしてないんだよ。なあ。
俺は見殺しにした。
は
あ? I kneel beside Mayuri.
俺はマユリを助けられなかった。
I reach out to Mayuri's motionless body.
いや違う。救わなかった。
I embrace her tightly.
見捨てたんだ。俺はマユリを。
I look up to the starry sky, just as Mayuri always did. The tears don't come. Maybe I've gotten used to it. Or maybe it's because I'm not worthy to mourn her. What fills my heart is emptiness. That can't be the end. I'm leaning against the wall, hugging both knees. I don't remember how long I've been here. How much time has passed since Mayuri's death? I didn't go to the vigil or to the funeral. How could I, when I'm the one who killed her? I don't want to see anything or anyone. Even breathing is hard now. And yet I have no choice but to face this emptiness, this heart-rendering guilt, and accept what I've done. That is my duty now. Someone pulls the curtain open. Oh, it's Kirisu. Light shines in from the lounge. A girl is standing there, silhouetted against the light. As soon as I realize who it is, I turn away and prepare to block out the noise.
岡部、
もう3日もそうやってるけど、せめて何か食べたら。あんた知ってたんでしょ？まゆりがあの日死ぬこと。
Well, didn't you know as well? I mean, we told you the plan, unless we time leaped again. Honestly, all the time leaping really confuses me.
どうしてタイムリープしないの？あんたならまゆりを助けるためにタイムリープマシンを使うこともためらわない。私はそう予測してた。そもそも漆原さんの性別を男にして IBN5100 を取り戻すっていう計画はどうなったの？
No, it looks like she does know the plan. Alright.
あんたはまゆりを助けるためにその計画を実行に移してた。なのになんで？いや、それとももしかしてあんたはすでに IBN5100 を取り戻して別の世界線へと移動した後とか？ここに残されているのは岡部倫太郎の残滓、あまり、そして世界はパラレルワールドとしてここではまゆりが助からなかった未来が継続する。
IBN5100 は取り戻さなかった。
Yeah, that's something else I've been thinking about, and I think they've brought it up a few times as well, but like, what happens to the world line after we get the fuck out? My voice is hoarse, perhaps because I haven't spoken in 3 days.
どういうこと？
ルカ子を男に戻すことは俺にはできなかった。だから運命を受け入れた。
No, that makes it sound like I wasn't responsible.
まゆりを見殺しにした。
I hear Kirisu gasp. Why did I confess? It's not something I should confess so easily. It's like admitting to murder. It should have been a secret between Lukako and me. And yet, do I want to be blamed? Would that make me feel better? It hurts to live with this bottled up guilt. At this point, I'd welcome condemnation. Kirisu isn't one to mince words. I'm sure she'll tell me exactly what a worthless human being I am. However,
ご飯食べる？
Kirisu betrays my expectations.
カップ麺でよければ作るけど、それとも何か買ってくる？
責めろよ。まゆりを殺した俺に怒れよ。
怒りたい気持ちはあるけどやめとく。私がとやかく言う必要はないみたいだから。過去に戻って因果律をねじ曲げようとすることこそおこがましい行為なのかもしれないし。というより怒れるわけないよ。あんたは因果の輪から外れて存在として孤立してまでずっと一人で頑張ってきた。
Yeah, and for a long time, too. Okabe's been going through the last few days for so goddamn long.
だからあんたの苦しみは誰にもわからないし、あんたの選択の意味は誰からも理解されない。そんなあんたを一度もタイムリープしてない私が責められるわけない。
なんでそんなに物分かりがいいんだ。
I clutch my knees.
物分かりがいいわけじゃない。あんたがタイムリープでまゆりを助けようと決めたその時に誰からも分かってもらえないと覚悟したはず。だったらそれを甘んじて受けなさい。そうすればあんたは自分がしたことの意味について忘れることはないから。
So in other words, she's telling me to suffer on my own. What a cruel woman.
ただ あんたが取った選択によって助けたもう一人の子について責任を取るべきよ。まゆりは死んだわ。残念だけど、残念っていう言葉だけじゃ足りないぐらい悲しいけど、とにかくまゆりはもういない。世界の収束、世界の意志には逆らえなかった。でもあの子は今も生きてる。あんたのおかげで女の子として生きてる。そしてあんたと同じように孤立して苦しんでると思う。あの子の苦しみを理解してあげられるのは共犯者である岡部だけでしょ。
共犯者。
I knew you would pull no punches, Makise Kyurusu. Lukako's image floats through my mind. She used to be a guy, but now she's a girl, and she'll live as a girl from now on. I am the one who chose that future for Lukako. When I imagine her frail smile, I feel like spring has come to thaw the frozen soil of my heart. I can't bear to lose Lukako too. In that case, I know what I must do.
ありがとう、クリス。お前と話せてよかった。
As I enter the courtyard, I can almost feel the heat slowly drain away. Beside the main building stands a large tree, its branches coated with vibrant leaves sway in the gentle breeze. The shrine is cooler than the streets of Akihabara proper. Maybe it's because Kanda River is so close. As usual, the shrine is empty. I find myself standing before the offering box, gazing into the inner sanctum. I wonder if Lukako's home. Her family should be here too. How should I call for her? Just then, the wind suddenly lets up, and the sound of rustling trees stops for a bit. In the silence, I hear someone sobbing. It sounds like it's coming from behind the main building. I slowly head towards the sound. I mean, there's only one person it could be, come on. Lukako is there, sitting on the grass, hugging her knees as she cries. Samedare is in her hands.
Lukako.
Lukako looks at me with wet eyes, but immediately afterwards, she buries her face into her knees. Then her shoulders start shaking once more. I believe it. I lost the words I was about to say. All I can do is sit silently next to Lukako. Now that she remembers being a guy, Lukako is beginning to have gender identity issues. I have no idea how that feels. Just as Kyurusu said, Lukako is disconnected from causality too. I try to cheer her up with those meaningless words, but Lukako shakes her head in denial.
岡部さん、なんとかまゆりちゃんを助ける方法ありませんか？
無理だ。
そんな。
Still crying, Lukako stands and pleads with me.
考えましょうよ。僕、まゆりちゃんが助かるためなら何だってします。まゆりちゃんから前に聞いたことがあります。岡部さんは時間を遡る装置を作ったって。
Is she talking about the time leap machine?
それを使えば
無理なんだ。
時間を遡れば何か方法が。
方法はない。
I make that firm declaration with hung head and clenched fists.
残酷なことかもしれないが、俺たちはまゆりの死を受け入れて、それでも生きていくしかないんだよ。
諦めちゃダメですよ。どうして諦められるんですか？まゆりちゃんが亡くなって悲しくないんですか？
とにかく方法はないんだ。
嫌です。僕はまゆりちゃんに死んでほしくない。
ルカコ。
I grab her shoulders and look straight into her eyes.
俺がそう簡単に諦めたと思うか？
岡部さん。
あいつは俺にとっても大事な幼馴染だったんだ。諦められるわけがないだろう。考えたさ。死ぬほど考えて、もがいてもがいて、どんな手を使ってでも助けようとしたさ。時間だって一体何度遡ったと思ってるんだ。だが無理だった。世界はあいつの死を望んだ。俺がどれだけそれを回避しようとしても、そんな俺を嘲笑うかのように世界はまゆりを奪っていった。まゆりを助けるために他の人間の思いだって犠牲にした。傷つけてでもまゆりを助けるために俺はやってきた。だがそれも限界だ。もう無理なんだ。
No. There is something I can do. There are still things I can do to save Mayuri. But I chose none of them. Theoretically, it's not impossible. But it is impossible for me.
ごめんなさい。僕、岡部さんの気持ち、ちっとも考えてませんでした。だけど、無理なはずないですよ。もう一つだけ方法が残ってるじゃないですか。僕が男に戻れば。
それはダメだ。
There's no meaning to our choice if we do that. I chose Lukako over Mayuri. Ultimately, that's all there is to it.
お願いします、岡部さん。僕、まゆりちゃんを犠牲にしてまで女でいたくないです。まゆりちゃんを助けてあげて。
俺はお前を男には戻さない。
どうしてですか？
俺がそれを選んだんだ。もうこれ以上俺のエゴのために誰かを傷つけることはできない。それに元の世界線に戻ったところでまゆりの死を回避できるかどうかは絶対じゃないんだ。俺はその低い確率のために誰かの思いを お前の思いを犠牲にはできない。だからもういいんだ。
岡部さん、でもこんなの許されないです。僕という存在に耐えられないんです。僕が女の子であるということがまゆりちゃんの死の上に成り立ってるなんてこと、これから一生受け止めて生きていくなんてこと、そのことが重すぎて押しつぶされちゃいそうなんです。ねえ、どうしてあの時18年前のお母さんのポケベルにメールを送ってくれなかったんですか？どうしてまゆりちゃんじゃなくて僕なんかを選んでくれたんですか？
お前は何も負い目を感じることはない。すべては俺の選択だ。まゆりを殺したのは俺なんだ。だから罪は俺がすべて被る。
I am the one with the power of a god. I am the one who chose Mayuri's fate. Therefore, I am the one who must bear the responsibility.
それにお前にも幸せになってほしいって思っている。
幸せになんてなれるはずないじゃないですか。まゆりちゃんが死んだのは僕のせいでもあるのに。
お前のせいじゃない。何度も言わせないでくれ。今は悲しいかもしれないが、お前にはまゆりの分まで前を見て生きていってほしいんだ。
そんなの嫌です。
Lukako clings to my chest. She stares into my eyes without wiping away her tears.
僕はそれなら岡部さんと一緒に背負いたいです。
一緒に背負う？何をバカな。俺は因果の輪から外れた人間だし、まゆりを見殺しにする選択をした人間で。
それなら僕だって因果の輪からは外れます。僕の記憶の中に男だった時の思い出が蘇ってきている時点でもう外れかけているんですよ。まゆりちゃんの命と引き換えに僕が女として生きているんだっていうことも知っちゃっているわけですし、僕たち共犯者なんですよ。
Kirisu said the same thing. We're accomplices, Lukako and I.
この悲しみもこの負い目も二人で忘れずに抱いていきたいです。
We are disconnected from causality. Nobody else can understand us. That's why.
ああ、分かったよ。
I embraced Lukako strongly.
一緒に背負ってくれ。一緒にこの思いを忘れずに生きていこう。
ずっとそばにいてもいいですか？僕岡部さんのこと好きだから。まゆりちゃんへの裏切りかもしれないけど、ずっと一 緒にいたいんです。
もちろんだ。
We both bear the same burden. We'll accept Mayuri's death, yet still live on, shoulder to shoulder. Afterwards, we pass the time sitting in silence until the sky turns the color of dusk. Lukako rests her head on my shoulder. I embrace her and feel her breathing next to me. We gaze silently at the sky, and in our hearts, we pray for Mayuri's happiness in the afterlife. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry.
ねえ、岡部さん。
Lukako raises her head and breaks the silence. I can see firm resolve in her expression.
僕、まゆりちゃんにどうしても一つだけやり残したことがあるんです。そのせいでまゆりちゃんに悲しい思いをさせちゃいました。
やり残したこと？
コスプレです。
I saw that one coming. Oh, that. These last few weeks, Mayuri was constantly asking Lukako to wear the costume she made for her. But Lukako was too embarrassed to try. I remember Mayuri on the day she died.
ルカちゃんがキラリちゃんのコスプレしたらね、絶対似合うと思うんだ。ルカちゃんってね、マユシーがドキドキしちゃうぐらい可愛いもん。ルカちゃんって普段おとなしいでしょ。あんまり自分の意見も言おうとしないし、コスプレするとね、普段の自分とは別の自分になれるんだよ。だからね、最初は恥ずかしいかもしれないけど、ルカちゃんも一度やればきっと新しいルカちゃんを見つけられると思うんだ。そしたらね、今より積極的な性格になってね、もしかするとオカリンをお尻に敷いちゃうかもしれないよ。
Even on that day, Mayuri only talked about Lukako. Even though I stood her up on my promise to bring Lukako to Kamima and made her lonely. Mayuri wanted Lukako to cosplay from the bottom of her heart.
時間を遡る装置を使ってあの日に戻れませんか？
戻るって、お前が？
Lukako nods firmly.
本気なのか？
Nobody's used the time leap machine except me. It's never failed so far, but if something does happen, it might not be reversible. SERN's test subjects turned into jellymen. Something like that could happen to her, or she could lose her memory like Suzuha did.
危険すぎる。あれは俺以外には使わせられない。
お願いします。せめて最後にまゆりちゃんに笑顔でいてもらいたいんです。僕、まゆりちゃんに何もしてあげられなかったから。
だがお前はああいう場所に来るオタクのことが苦手だったはずだ。
確かにちょっと怖いです。でもそんなこと言ってられないです。それに僕は岡部さんと本当に同じになりたい。その装置を使えば因果の輪から完全に外れてしまうんですよね。それで岡部さんと同じ気持ちを背負えます。だから
Her innocent feelings warm my heart. Lukako truly cares for me and Mayuri. In the end, I have to grant her her wish. When we get back to the lab, no one is there. Just a few days ago, Mayuri, Kirisu, Daru, and I were laughing here together. With Mayuri gone, nothing seems to remain from those days but dreams. The lab feels truly empty. But I hide those feelings and lead Lukako to the development room. Luckily, the 42-inch CRT is turned on downstairs, so we can start the time leap machine when ready.
飛び先はいつに？
あの日の朝に。 前日に飛んだりすると、きっと僕は現実を受け止めることができなくて動揺しちゃうと思うんです。
Wait, we can't go that far back, can we?
だから
So she's choosing the morning of that fateful day, so she can cosplay with a smile. But to jump to that day would take at least 3 consecutive leaps. Will she be able to get all the way to the 15th? But despite my worries, Lukako remains undaunted.
無事に飛んだら俺に連絡を取るんだ。そうしたらきっと俺はお前を真由里のところに連れて行ってやる。
These grammar issues are really getting to me, by the way. I'm sure you guys have heard quite a few mistakes I've been making because of how I'm reading it. God damn it.
はい。
I covered Lukako's head with the Time Leap Machine's headgear. Her body is clearly shaking, but that's understandable, I guess. Even I'm starting to get tense. My heart feels like it's about to explode. This is the first Time Leap Machine experiment with a subject other than me. I can't stop thinking about the worst case scenario.
心配するな。脳が少し痛むぐらいだがすぐ収まる。
はい。
向こうについても決して取り乱すなよ。落ち着いて状況を理解するんだ。大丈夫。俺がついている。
I gently caress Lukako's cheek. She responds with a small sigh of relief.
じゃあ行きます。
I nod and hide the shaking of my fingertips as I set the microwave timer.
きっと戻ってきますから。
ああ、待っているぞ。
I smile to Lukako. Immediately afterwards, the discharge fills the room. I open my eyes wide in wonder as Lukako's body begins to shine. The building shakes violently. The smell of ozone fills the air. The light is blinding. I can hardly keep my eyes open.
岡部さん。
Lukako's cry is suddenly cut short. Oh, is something bad gonna happen? A shock ripples through my body like it always does right after time leaping.
ここは
This time I wasn't the one who leaped. But nevertheless, I teleported from the lab to Yanabayashi Shrine. Did the world line change? No, reading Steiner didn't activate, so I don't think it did. Then why? Was it because of Lukako's changes to the past? I look to the side, and there I see Lukako. She gets up and smiles when she notices my gaze.
写真見ますか？
写真？
What's this about pictures?
行ってきたんですよ。僕覚えてないんですか？岡部さん。急に様子が変わりましたけど。
お前が過去へ飛んで、その直後に俺はここに立っている。小見間には行ってきたのか？
Lukako once again bursts into tears. Then she slowly nods. She takes out a few pictures and hands them to me.
まゆりちゃん、とても嬉しそうでした。
I look at the first picture handed to me. I gasp in surprise when I see what's on it.
俺もお前もはしゃぎすぎだよな。
I realize that I am crying. Aw, come on, dude. And the picture, Mayuri is smiling. And we're smiling with her. Alright, I guess that's it. What's happening here? Oh, okay, I guess it's gonna roll the credits over the picture. Alright. I want to say that out of our endings, this was the saddest. I think this was, if I can, you know, pick out a bad ending, I think this would be it. If not the first one. I guess that's based on opinion. I mean, Fetus's ending was nice because we sort of, like, solved all the issues and went into... I think someone in the comments called it the Omega World Convergence World Line, whatever the fuck. Where we went into the negatives. That was a pretty good ending. I thought it was pretty interesting. First one was interesting. This one was just sad as fuck, dude, because we didn't do anything. I guess we just kind of gave up. Okabe was unable to follow his one rule that he made when we started this deal, and that was to not fall in love, because that led to this. Like, we were already, like, meddling and, you know, messing up everyone's memories and whatnot. Why do we stop here? It's unfair to Fetis and Suzuha. I wouldn't go with this. This is definitely not like an ending I could be comfortable with. First one I'm kind of iffy on still, but the second one is a good alternative, I guess. But there we go. I thought I actually messed up somewhere because, like, we kind of abandoned Lukako there in the beginning of this episode, and we went to just go see Mayuri die yet again. I thought we were like going into like a alternative, just straight up bad ending for some sort of reason. What the fuck? Yo. Okay, I didn't really see that one coming. Link of Corruption and Rebirth. Got that achievement. Okay, that was the first ending that had an epilogue of some sort. Really wasn't seeing that one coming. Alright. Yep. That's 70% on the album achievement rate. That's pretty cool. 3 more endings to get. I'm assuming there's the ending for Moika, an ending for Mayuri, and then an ending for Kirisu. And one of those is the true ending. I don't think it's the Moika one, but those are my predictions, just based on the female characters that we know. I guess we'll see what happens next time as we send the D-mail and actually get closer and closer to the Beta World line. We ain't going back to Omega. That actually was interesting now that I think about it. That was an interesting ending, but this one, like I said, I wouldn't really go with it. That was an interesting epilogue, though. Actually, here's something that was on my mind. SERN didn't attack. They didn't, you know, come for Daru, Kirisu, and Okabe. They were just completely absent for some sort of reason. That's interesting. But Mayuri still died, and that's problematic. So I guess we'll send an email in the next episode and go on to the next person, which I believe is Moika. And that's going to be an interesting one, but we got to get to the Beta World line. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode, despite it being sad. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe, all that fantastic jazz. And if you still have Dr. Pepper, make sure you chug it down or pour one out for the homie Mayuri, who is dead with this ending. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.